Greetings. My name is Ben, aka Downsizeit, and I am joined here today by Derek Schultz, aka Karneck, and he has some very exciting news about an upcoming Worlds qualifier in the San Francisco area called, I believe it's Golden State Games, right? Is that correct? Or
You got it, Ben. Golden
Golden
State
State Games?
Games.
And why don't you go and share with us the exciting news you have for us regarding this event?
Thank you, Ben, for this opportunity to come on to your channel, the Downsize It channel. I thought it was called something else, but I'm like, oh no, it is just called Downsize
Yeah,
It.
just
YouTube
downsize it.
channel.
That's it.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. That's right.
For Golden State Games, I'm sure we've been posting messages up everywhere, and a lot of, if you heard about it, great. If not, let me tell you about it. Golden State Games is a Worlds qualifier event for Star Wars Armada, Legion, and X-Wing. There will be championship invite tickets for when you go to, if you win, when you go to the World Championship that will be held at Adepticon in March 2023. Obviously, if you win first place in these kits, there is a free flight and hotel stay accommodations to those events. So, like, they're pretty
Nice.
prestige, tournament kit, these qualifiers. There's prizes in there. Ben is going to drop our main event packet, which you can go on. You'll see all the prize support that is being offered by AMG in their kits. Also, Golden State Games has dedicated part of our budget to acquiring additional prize support. We also dedicated part of our budget to get some of the best tournament organizers that we could acquire. You might be familiar with D, who does X-Wing. We've got David flying in from Florida. Myself, I'm going to be running the Armada tournament for Golden State Games. I'm also helping to coordinate Golden State Games. For right now, we are running what we call an early bird special on our ticket pricing, which that ends September 30th. Our early birds ticket pricing, if our ticket price is $65 plus processing fees, so you're spending $67 to if you purchase before September 30th to get into our event. But I know some people have been saying, like, well, that seems kind of expensive compared to X event or Y event. If you look at something like Gen Con, you're still buying your initial ticket to get into Gen Con plus another $25, $30, just to even get into an event that you want. So when you compare that to our pricing, you'll see it's pretty competitive, but also take into account at Gen Con, if you wanted to play like any additional events, you're spending just as much typically to also play these extra events.
Right.
We're not charging extra for our Sunday event. So like, if you don't make it into the finals, the ticket that you bought automatically enrolls you into our additional side events. And these side events also come with their own additional prize support. So it's not, you're not just showing up just to come play 3 games. You're coming to play games and get more prizes that we are providing to the players. We understand that, it's expensive to come to these kind of events, but we're really trying to encourage people to come out. One way that we've done that is we crunched our budget a little bit more. We know people recognize it's a high price to pay. We are airdropping $5 off discount codes all over Facebook Discords. For Downsize It, for Ben specifically, we've provided his own code that he'll be providing to all of you specifically. That's just your code unless somebody else is sneaky and comes in and tries to use it. So,
right. And that's Downsize It 5 off, by the way. You'll see it popping up on the screen here. So basically, be sure to use that if you're going to Golden State Games, and that'll get you the discount additional $5.
That's right. Yep. So we recognize that we want more opportunity for people to come. I mean, we've already have hit 25% of our capacity in just a week. But again, we really want to encourage people just to come, enjoy themselves. Maybe you've never been to San Francisco. Make a trip out of it. That's the idea for a lot of these kind of events, but it's also the first big Western event. I mean, we've not had a world qualifier event on the West Coast yet, I don't believe.
Yeah, not that I'm aware of. I think the only one in the United States has been Gen Con.
World qualifiers? No, they've been all over the place.
Oh, in the United States? I guess
yeah.
Okay. I guess I missed out. I thought it was just Gen Con so far. But...
Nope. Adepticon had one. Gen Con. There's just, if you look at the AMG page, there've been several kind of sprinkled here and there across the country. Okay. And there's going to be more to come for sure.
And also keep in mind, guys, that as Derek was saying, they're actually pulling out all the stops for prize support for this as well. And you said that you're possibly even reaching out to other community members for prize support. Is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows Admiral Tater. He was
Mm-hmm.
extremely excited to help us out. He and I have a very good relationship, so he's given us a really good support and coming up with a prize support package for us. And again, we're going to have participation prizes not only for Armada, but also we are getting in touch with Legion and X-Wing. We're also getting very good event organizers. You guys know D, who does X-Wing. He's coming. We're getting David from Florida. We're flying him out to come to this event. I'm going to be running the Armada event for Golden State Games, and just we're really trying to show that even though we're a brand new event, we're trying to excel in every category to the best of our ability.
And just so people are clear, this is basically sponsored by AMG, correct?
Yeah,
Like this is an official tournament for the Worlds event happening next year.
That's correct. Yes, the main force behind acquiring this World Qualifier kit was Daryl. He's local to the San Francisco area, and it was a struggle. It took a lot of convincing and showing that we had the ability to pull off something like this. And yeah, AMG, once Daryl was able to show them the plans and we got things figured out, they're totally on board. We work with Courtney, who does organized play for Atomic Mass Games, and we just actually had a conversation the other day. She's super excited to see the results of this event because we're pretty much the first World Qualifier event on the West Coast, and they're excited to see what our turnout is going to be.
And I think just if I lived anywhere nearby the San Francisco area, even if I didn't, I would consider this just to support the fact that AMG is showing us support, which, yeah, for those of you who love Armada, the fact that AMG is putting all this effort in to put on this high-class event and preparation for Worlds next year shows that they are committed to supporting the community and tournament play for Armada, as well as X-Wing and Legion, but obviously for my channel, it's mainly focused on Armada. And it's a two-way street, so now that we're seeing they're bringing support to this tournament and this high-quality event, we need to show up. And if I wasn't doing my own event that same weekend, I would actually consider going myself, even though it would be like a 2-day trip just to get there.
Well, I mean, we just do a co-sponsorship. All of you could just come right on out to Golden State Games. Just hold your tournament out here. No big deal, right?
Right. Yeah. That might change the nature of my event, but I'm just excited to see that AMG is ramping up the actual competitive play and tournament support and officially sponsoring this. And I think that by itself is just impetus enough for us as a community to get behind them and show them that, yeah, we are actually interested in this. So anybody that's in that area, West Coast, just slightly in like the Mountain West area, highly encourage you to go to this. Use the discount code. Do it before October 1st because that's when the deadline hits, right? October 1st is a deadline,
Yes.
or pre-deadline, I should say. So
October 1st is when our early bird special ends and all of our discount codes,
Right.
because then we're only a month away from the event. Our pricing goes up to $77. And you might be thinking, well, why a price increase? Why would you raise prices? Like, well, because we have to, at that point, we have to lock in our rentals for tables, chairs, everything else. And when you sign up after that fact, we then have to essentially like do a rush accommodations, and it's
Right.
more expensive for us to try to accommodate for that.
Yeah, so sign up early, guys. And I know there's a lot of Armada players on the West Coast because I see in chat and I see other, people on YouTube talking about it. So sign up for this and go. And the important part, I think are they doing top 4 for the invite to Worlds, or is it a different setup?
So every top 4 in each event, so X-Wing, Armada, Legion, the top 4 will all get invite tickets. First place though gets that accommodations and such.
Yeah, which is really nice to be able to. It's travel and lodging, if I'm not mistaken. If you get first,
that's what they're promising. I can't speak for Atomic Mass Games. I'm fulfilling
Right.
obligations. That's
Gotcha.
That's what they've been saying. Yes.
Gotcha.
And in
Well,
terms of format, if you go to our main packet, which Ben will link, you will find player packets for each game, specifically how we're going to be running those events.
very good. Yeah, and guys, that link will be in the description below of this video, so you can just check that out. And speaking of worlds, before we close out, uh, it's been what, 3 years since we've had an Armada Worlds event? So this is a big deal, guys. Next year in March, Worlds is coming up at Adepticon. Uh, Derek, did you want to give us a little bit of a preview of what we can expect at Worlds?
Yeah, when I say we, I mean myself. I have been contracted by Adepticon. I'm part of their formal staff helping to run Star Wars Armada at Worlds for 2023. We're going to be working very closely with Atomic Mass Games to provide the best experience. So there's a lot in preliminary planning. We need to really get out and start identifying how many invites, but based on my best guess, there's hundreds of invites for X-Wing, Legion. I think Armada is definitely like over 100 or so by now. So we understand there's logistics involved, but know that I take a lot of pride. I love Armada and making sure that we're trying to be as accommodating as possible. So if you have a ticket, there's going to be a spot for you. We're not going to turn anybody away. We're going to do the best we can to make sure we're giving the best experience possible at Worlds.
And this is actually something because I actually don't know because I've never been part of a Worlds event before. Even when Armada in the early stages. Do you need an invite to be able to go? Is that correct?
So, in order to play in the World Championship tournament, you need an invite ticket. Now,
Okay.
typically, Worlds in the past have had last chance qualifiers where if you show up, there's going to be a tournament a day before the World Championship starts where it's a free for all. You're all trying to fight your way into the top. I can't specify like the top
Right, a
portion,
top
but definitely,
something, right?
yeah, top
Yep.
something where you will be getting the last seats into the World Championship. So that's something that we're working very hard to make sure that we're, for Armada at least, I can't speak of the other games, that we're wanting to make sure we're
Right.
being accommodating of that. Yeah.
And I know that details are short right now because we're so far out, but as we get closer, I'm sure you'll be probably posting details on like all the different.
I'll be
Yeah, you just
contacting
start saying, yeah.
everyone. I'll make sure that I'm being very vocal about what's going on and not radio silent.
Okay, so we've got the details for Golden State Games. Don't forget the early bird special and the discount codes expire on October 1st, so be sure to get your tickets early through the month of September and the remainder of August. And just from my own personal point of view, I'm very glad to see AMG supporting all three of our Star Wars games like this to get back into official competitive play. So it's now our job as a community to support them back by showing up and showing them, putting our money where our mouth is, that we actually do care about this and want this to happen. So Derek, do you have any final thoughts you want to say about basically this exciting year of competitive play that's actually starting up?
I just want to say thank you to everyone for sticking with, through the last couple of years. I know it's been tough. There's not a whole lot I can talk about or reveal, but just be excited, look forward to the future. We're not forgotten. No, none of the games are forgotten. All we can do is just keep moving forward, and everything is just according to the time frame that Atomic Mass Game sets. But I'm excited to see whoever is going to come attend Golden State Games, and of course, if you come to Adepticon at Worlds, I'll be happy to see you there too. I'll be fully dressed up in my full Director Krennic's outfit. Some of you have seen me in.
Perfect. And I expect you to wear that every day, regardless of how
No.
uncomfortable it is. All right, Derek. Well, thank you so much, not only for these announcements, but also just all the work you've done over the years for supporting Armada, and kind of being like our go-between between the community and Atomic Mass Games as well. We really appreciate it on our end. I know that for sure.
Thank you. I very much. It makes me feel good to know that there are people out there that are supportive of me. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's a lot for sure. So again, guys, don't forget the discount codes. Don't forget the deadline of October 1st. And keep an eye in the future as the months roll by as more information about Worlds rolls out from Derek. So thank you, guys. And until next time, take it easy.